I can't hear you, period. Oh, some people. Sometimes I do this, and it's like, I can understand if I say, hey, I can't hear you, I can kind of understand why people misunderstand that. But still, most of the time, if somebody does this, it means I'm deaf. It doesn't mean talk louder. In Hawaii, they sign this a lot. Sound no more. On the mainland, they would just do this, or they might do this. If a person doesn't understand this, they'll do the X. This. Yeah. And actually, this is kind of a bleed over. So you notice local people do this. No more, no more, no more, no more.
It's like applause.
So that's changed. On the mainland, well, this is applause, but
Right.
here, you see no more, no more. So that's bled over into the signs used here, whereas they might go, yeah, like what you're saying, this. That's definitely a regional sign. And they're not going to start, your face will match. You're not just going to go, you'll shake it back and forth. Yeah, it just means I can't hear you. I cannot.
So how would you say something like, welcome to the theater? Can I show you your seat?
You recording already? Are we starting? Give her a list.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome. So this is theater, or and then welcome. You could also do this as in come.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the official sign for welcome to the theater. So have your thumbs out. And what else?
Can I show you to your seat?
This is for show.
Show.
I'll show. It really doesn't matter if your hand is up or down. And this is a sign for seat.
So if you just say show and seat, it will be interpreted as, can I show you to your seat? If you just do those two signs?
It really doesn't matter if you wanted to do like this, seat, or show, seat. Either one they would understand.
But may I see your ticket? Sorry, we'll pass it over in a second.
Doesn't matter. Well, actually, whichever is your dominant hand, if you're right-handed, then that would be the one. If you're left-handed, it would look like this.
Okay. Like he's interpreting my
We do that. And
So
then
may I
take
see your
one.
ticket? Yeah.
So this is for C,
Yeah.
and then this is a sign for ticket.
Hmm.
So I like C, or I'd like to see, or let me see your ticket.
Okay.
And now make sure your eyebrows go up, because it indicates a question.
Hmm.
So your face is your grammar. It really is. It's not a sign. Well, sign, your hands do not equate to 100% grammar. Your facial grammar is very, very important. So if you lean forward with your eyebrows up, that means you're asking a question. The WH questions, is that what it is? Your thing. So the WH questions, if you want to ask the who, what, when, where, why, etc., then your eyebrows must be furrowed.
Yeah.
And if it's a yes or no question, then your eyebrows will go up. Got it. So if you want them to show you their ticket, you would, have your eyebrows up. Be open and inviting. Don't be all, sassy. Let me see your ticket. Your body language is important. Just kind of, hey, can I see your ticket? And then, if you want them to show you their ticket, you would, have your eyebrows up. then they'll know that you're not here to be inquisitive or to, you know, be rude, or they know that, oh, okay, I'm gonna show you your ticket, and then follow you. So, you could, you know, instead of show, you can just say see, because you're really asking to see their ticket.
Okay.
That's what you're really asking, is can I see your ticket? So, if you wanted the full English sentence, I mean, you would just show it with your eyebrows up, instead of can I see your ticket? Much more simple that way. Your eyebrow basically indicates it's a yes or no question. So that would, eyebrows up.
I want to know how to say, the show is about to start, or 5 minutes until the show starts.
So, you could just say soon it's gonna start, right? Should they interpret that right? How can we simplify it?
Soon.
So soon, this is soon. Soon. You tap it on your chin, and this is start.
Start,
So
like
you
an
know,
engine,
like when you
like
start a
starting
car,
an
you
engine.
stick your key in,
Yeah.
you start the ignition, it's the exact same hand movement.
Okay.
You're starting. That's what it indicates. And then twist it.
Hmm.
Yeah. So this is a sign.
Soon start.
Soon starts. Because they know that they're there for the show. So you don't have to, you know, you can say the show is about to start, but they're already there for that. So you can say soon it'll start.
It's more, I'm thinking of, like in an intermission,
Mhm.
and I've got like 1,400 people walking around, and I usually, like, I'll flash lights, I'll ring bells, but if I go up to a specific person and say, you know, I give a 5, a 2, and a, you know, then we're gonna start.
Well, flashing your lights
But
is
they don't
is
flash,
part of their
they don't
culture.
flash everywhere though. They possibly may be in a room where it doesn't flash in that one area, and they can't hear the bell that's ringing.
Do you have different lights do you do it at a 5-minute mark and then 3-minute mark?
5, 2, and then we're gonna start.
So maybe.
So I'm thinking like the 5 or.
Maybe, and Emily Jo can and come up with ideas too. Maybe that's something that you could maybe have theater etiquette. Have something on your page where it's interpreted so that deaf people have access to that information that they may not know. Because flashing the lights is perfect to get a deaf person's
Right.
attention. That is deaf friendly. I mean, if there's a couple places that, even if the door is closed, they might be able to even see lights under. So I would say maybe, is there a way to add a flashing light? Maybe work with one of our local DCAB, one of our advocacy centers to get a flashing light for that one room that doesn't have it or something like that.
It's on sliders, so I can go in there and like go like this. But I just wonder if I saw them in the hallway and I knew previously that they were deaf, that I could go up to them specifically and say, oh, you know, just in case you didn't see the flashing lights, we're gonna start soon.
And she's saying you can do that too. But if the deaf person needs to go to the bathroom for say, you know,
Right.
go to the bathroom and they're out of the theater, and if you happen to see them, you can absolutely let them know. You can just do 5 minutes.
Okay,
So this is 5
that's
minutes.
great.
Yep.
Thank you.
Yeah. 5 minutes. And just by doing this, you see her face, she'll
Yeah, and her
glamour, that's
facial
kind of showing.
expression too.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot in the face too.
Yeah, that means 5 minutes, and then they'll sign thank you.
Right.
But I'll be honest. Growing up, many deaf people, you know, they know that we live in your world. We live in the hearing world, and so we've kind of taken on that responsibility. That we already know that the lights are going off. We already kind of tuned into it. It's part of our internal mechanisms. We know that maybe nobody will warn us. And so we kind of take on that accountability to watch the time and make sure that we stay, or maybe we won't leave at all, so because we don't want to risk it. You know, it's just a habit that we've accommodated, that we are living in a hearing world, so we need to know that we may not always be included or aware that we are here. So typically, we have more of that responsibility just automatically internally because of that reason.
So our house managers are often first responders in the theater. One of the things you want to do in a first aid situation is ask, are you okay? And may I assist you? Get consent to assist them.
Because you know the law says, depending on who they can't say yes, you can't help them. There's some stickiness with the law, so she's concerned if they're deaf, how do I ask them if they can help? Well, would you have, well, if you have an interpreter at the show, if there's a deaf person and they've requested an interpreter, then you could use that interpreter. You can absolutely, hey, ask him if he's okay, come over here, ask him if he needs help. The interpreter will absolutely interpret that, whatever. If there's an emergency in the theater, your interpreter is still there working to interpret what you say. It doesn't matter that it's not part of the show, right? Yes.
If they've gone to the restroom and you notice, they're having a hard time on the stairs and you're alone, is there a way to ask if they need assistance and get permission?
You can sign help.
Okay.
Just this one
With
sign.
the eye. With the eye.
Yeah. You've got help, and this means, do you need help? The eyebrows mean, do you need? And they're gonna respond yes or no. Just asking them, and they're gonna wave their head yes or no, or they'll nod, and then you can run to get help or do what you need to. Try to gesture, what's wrong, but this is a sign for help. But that's, help, knowing help, that would be, I think, most important.
Thank you.